Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in today's video I want to start a 5-part series of videos talking about stuff I'd like to see after WrestleMania happen in WWE, and in today's episode I'm going to talk about improving the tag team division. So last year, in the exact same series of videos in the landscape after WrestleMania videos of 2024, I talked about this exact same thing, about improving the tag team division and reinventing reinvesting in that tag division. And yet here we are, sat again, talking about the exact same thing. And since then, we've had big teams join WWE, such as the Tongans, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. We've got Penta joining, with the inevitability of Rey Fenix joining him as well. And of course, the Motor City Machine Guns. Now this, as well as big teams returning like the War Raiders and the Street Profits seemingly becoming more prominent on SmackDown, as well as unexpected teams coming through NXT such as Fraxiom, maybe even O.T.M and Gallus. The tag division could be so much more already. But when I say improving the tag division, it has all the potential in the world. It's all right there for the taking. It's more a case of WWE investing in it again and making it feel more important. You've got the Motor City Machine Guns to the New Day, potentially putting the Usos back in the division just to improve it a bit more. The Street Profits, Fraxiom, the War Raiders, who I've already mentioned. These are all awesome teams who just, it's very easy to put the blame on, but it is all booking wise. The tag team division feels like a massive afterthought. The only reason that DIY versus the Machine Guns put on Match at the Royal Rumble was because people were complaining online that the tag team division has been forgotten about, so they just did that to answer those critics essentially. But it doesn't feel like the tag team division has been it hasn't changed as far as how WWE feel about it, or its importance compared to all the other divisions. But yeah, in the new and current era of WWE, what is missing, as I said, is the importance of it. Right now they are a complete afterthought. Since the Usos lost the tag titles back at WrestleMania 39, it really hasn't been the same. For me, the way I look at it now is the case of giving Sami and Kevin the tag titles back then in the short term for that big moment of the main event of night one was fantastic, and it was, as I say, a massive moment that people very much enjoyed. But they never considered the long-term effects of that, which was the case of two singles guys are holding tag team gold, and they really didn't do much with the titles. The Judgment Day held them for a while afterwards, and again, they didn't do much with them either. They finally split the tag team titles, and again, they just haven't got to a point where they feel any kind of important. I think back to the early 2000s and stuff where, the tag titles were always on pay-per-views. They were always, I know they were longer pay-per-views back then, but they're just not considered at all when it comes to current day WWE. And I get tag team wrestling is, I don't know, it's a way of getting that kind of feeling back about tag teams and that style of wrestling. I think absolutely. I think if not anything, a big part of what comes out of the tag division is, I don't know, I feel like what will play a big part in the tag division is the draft. We don't even know if we're going to definitely get a draft. It's been heavily rumoured. But once you've kind of expanded the tag divisions more and you've got a good idea of what you're dealing with, you've got the likes of, let's say, the Lucha Bros, the Tongans, the Profits, DIY, the War Raiders, the Creeds, New Day, Fraxiom, who they can build the division around. And then they've got lower tag teams, which is unfortunate, like Pretty Deadly, Gallus, the LWO and Los Garza, who then can go in within them, and they can build really solid divisions on Raw and SmackDown for tag teams to be able to be competitive enough to not have them on SmackDown just attacking each other all the time to get on TV, and on Raw just having random tag matches for no reason, and then someone is just suddenly the number one contender. But yeah, it just needs a lot more structure as far as how the divisions go, who's in the division, who's top of the division, and just good treatment. As I said, they have all the potential is there for a good tag team division and to have great tag team matches. It's just not there. It hasn't been there for nearly 2 years now, and they really need to sort that out, in my opinion. So those are my thoughts on the tag division at the minute in WWE. Do put a comment down below what you think of the tag division and how you think WWE can improve the division as well, and how they can make it on a more important again. But yeah, thank you for watching. Do stick around and subscribe for the rest of the landscape videos. We've got videos about Drew McIntyre, Chelsea Green, Bron Breakker, and SmackDown in general, all coming up in the next few days. So yeah, do keep an eye out for those. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.